What's up guys, Lewis here from Indiecredible, back with another rundown of all this week's top indie game news. Now all news stories mentioned in this video were announced during the week ending the 31st of August. And as always, if you want to hear us chew the fat on these news stories in a lot more detail and really go into them, then check out episode 57 of the Indiecredible podcast when it goes live Monday night. We start this week's news off with Furi, a little indie game that released on PlayStation and PC a couple of years ago and recently came to Nintendo Switch. Now, if anyone watched the podcast, they'll know that I'm a big fan of Furi. The really hard, challenging kind of boss rush gameplay it offers is absolutely brilliant. But there's a bit of news this week that's got me slightly concerned, to say the least. Developers for Game Bakers have announced that there is an invisible mode now available in the PC version and coming to console versions very soon. The invisible mode offers three options for the player. You can either weaken the boss you're going up against, skip one section of the boss's fight, or completely skip the boss overall. Now the developers' justification behind this is because they want the player to experience the more narrative side of the game, which I completely understand. However, my question is, the narrative of Furi feeds into the challenge the game offers, so I don't know how people are going to feel if they just blitz through the cutscenes. But anyway, we'd love to know if you guys are going to use the invisible mode in Furi either now on PC or when it comes to consoles very soon. This week we also got some news around Earthfall, Hollow Spark's co-op Left 4 Dead style shooter that released last month on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. The information came around an update named Inferno, which brings a completely new mission to the game called Inferno and a compact SMG. This is the first of 3 updates planned for the game, all of which are completely free to anyone who's brought into the game already. And let's be honest, everybody loves getting some free content. Next up, we got a little bit more information around 3 Minutes to Midnight. Now, 3 Minutes to Midnight is a game that we're very excited here at Indiecredible, especially because it's a LucasArts style point-and-click adventure. And the new trailer we got this week looks amazing. I mean, just check the visuals out yourself now, whether it's the animation or the cartoon look to the game, we cannot wait to get our hands on it. Now, as the title of the game suggests, 3 Minutes to Midnight, the whole game is based around the Doomsday Clock, but we don't know a lot else about Scarecrow Studios' upcoming point-and-click adventure. And to be honest, I don't want to know much. All I know is the game looks amazing. Now you put the words LucasArts next to point-and-click adventure, then again, I'm completely in. Now another kind of point-and-click adventure game that we got some news about this week is the Dark Side Detective. The Dark Side Detective is another game that released a little while ago on PC and PlayStation and recently came to the Switch. This X-Files kind of inspired point-and-click adventure game has a lot of humour to it and has been releasing episodically, and we finally got the season finale this week. This dramatic conclusion to season 1 wraps up the whole story around Bates Motel, and all we really know is that it contains some kind of lake monster. If you haven't checked out Dark Side Detective but enjoy classic adventure games with a kind of dark humour, I definitely recommend you check it out. Honestly, this game is hilarious and very good. Now the final bit of news we've got this week is also based around a point-and-click adventure game, or at least I think it's a point-and-click adventure game. Backwood Studios, the developers behind Unforeseen Incidents, which is definitely a point-and-click adventure game that I really enjoyed, have announced their next game called Resort. We don't know what genre Resort is, but we do know it is a mysterious story that fluctuates between reality and dreams. The game is very early on in development, and all we've got so far is some kind of concept images and a title screen. That's pretty much it, but we look forward to seeing more of it, and we wish Backwood Studios the best with the development of the game. Now that wraps up all this week's top indie game news. As always guys, if you like these videos, hey, why not give them a little like? And if you like what we do at Indiecredible and want to keep up to date with more indie game news, previews, reviews, podcasts, just about everything else, then why not subscribe? And if you really like what we do, head over to patreon.com/Indiecredible, throw us $1 or so, and you get some exclusive pre and post show podcast content, as well as complete ad-free podcasts when our channel gets monetized, which apparently is very soon. So anyway, until next time guys, thanks for watching, goodbye.